Hi, today I'm reviewing the Klairs Midnight Blue Calming Cream. And really quick, I just want to say I purchase all these products with my own money, so if you want to help keep the channel independent, check out my products at the Amazon link below. So, this is a product I picked up. Actually, you can see I have two of them. I picked up one of them on sale, and I think I picked this one up on, was it Soko Glam or Yes Style or one of those sites. Just wanting to try things from the Klairs brand and kind of get more into some K-beauty. So I thought I'd review this, and I'm going to let you guys know my thoughts on it based on my Sarah score scale. So my first criteria is packaging, and obviously they have a jar and a tube. So the tube is just not too much more, but you get double the product, and you get the benefits from having it packaged in a tube. So that's definitely the way to go if you're going to pick this up. So definitely pick up the tube. It's a little bit more, but not too much, and you get double. So, and it also protects the ingredients because there's a lot of good antioxidants in here. It protects them from light and air and digging your fingers in and things like that. So they've done a nice job with the packaging. My second criteria is alcohol, and this does not contain any denatured alcohol. It only contains cetyl alcohol, which is one of the good fatty alcohols. It's not denatured alcohol. Denatured alcohol is drying to the skin, so they've done a good job by including only the good kind. My third criteria is fragrance, and it has a very slight chamomile scent to it, but it doesn't include any fragrance, natural or synthetic, so it just has a slight chamomile scent, but it dissipates almost immediately, so no issues with that. My fourth criteria is the manufacturing location, and this is made in Korea. So again, no issues. My fifth criteria is ease of use, and I use this in the evening, and it has a little bit of a blue scent from one of the blue color from one of the ingredients. So I've added this to my routine. I use this towards the end of my skincare routine because it does, for me, it seems like it takes a while to fully absorb into skin. But I use this at the very end of my routine. I add it in just to kind of lock in all my other prior serums and treatments. So if you use anything else, use like a serum, and if you use a toner and essence or things, use that before this, and use this towards the end of your routine. If you have any thick moisturizers or sleepy masks that you use, I would use those after this. So very easy to use. I only use it in the evening, but I just think it takes long enough to absorb that if I would use this in the morning, it just doesn't play as well with makeup and foundation, things like that. So using my evening routine is perfect for me. So very easy to use. My sixth criteria is antioxidants, and it does have a lot of good antioxidants in there. It's got some good peptides, shea butter, vitamin E, Centella asiatica extract, which is the Sika plant, argan oil, ceramides, jojoba seed oil, Gyazolone or Azoline, which is in a lot of products lately, especially a lot of K-beauty products. Hi, Ike. You haven't made an appearance in a long time. Everybody loves you. So that Azoline, it's kind of in a lot of K-beauty products, and it also is used sometimes for coloring products. So I'm assuming that blue color is from the Azoline ingredient. And then it also contains the epidermal growth factor, which is SH oligopeptide. And that is an ingredient that is kind of iffy, in my opinion. A lot of companies are making serums revolving around it because it's supposed to help rebuild collagen and cells and help with fine lines and wrinkles. But a lot of people that have any exposure or possible cancer, skin cancer, moles, heavy UV exposure, should not use products that contain that. So I just wanted to state that. I haven't had any issues with it. There's not a ton of research around how safe it is to use. Thankfully, in this product, it's towards the very end of the ingredient list. But there's a lot of brands that are selling serums. BioEffect is like $150 for a little thing of it. And that's basically the only ingredient. This one contains a lot of other good antioxidants. So if you have a high risk of potential skin cancer or in your family, I wouldn't recommend it just because that ingredient is a little iffy in my opinion. So just be aware of it and be careful. But it's loaded with other antioxidants, which also makes more sense to pick up the tube because those degrade with exposure to light and air. So avoid the jar packaging. So lots of good beneficial ingredients and antioxidants. My 7th criteria is animal testing. And from everything I've read online, the Klairs brand is cruelty-free, but not completely vegan because they use honey and beeswax in some of their products. So it is cruelty-free from everything else I've read. My 8th criteria is performance, and this is definitely hydrating. It leaves your skin feeling nice and soft in the morning, which is a good thing. You can see it's finally fully absorbed, and it definitely does a nice job hydrating your skin and making it feel soft. At the same time, not making your skin feel too greasy or anything like that. So my skin definitely really appreciates when I use this. So I definitely think it's done a nice job helping my skin with hydration, at the same time exposing it to some good beneficial ingredients as well. So we like that. My 9th criteria is the price, and it can be a little pricey. So the jar packaging, which is 1 ounce or 30 milliliters, is $24.50. And the tube, which is 60 milliliters or 2 ounces, is $31. So for like less than $6, you get double the amount of product. So definitely go with the tube. But it is a little pricey, but it's worth watching places where they sell it for it to go on sale too. So, but otherwise, it's a little pricey, but not ridiculous. So, and then my 10th criteria is the it factor. And I really like it. It's got a lot of beneficial ingredients, good packaging, decently affordable, very easy to use. So nice way to throw some added antioxidants into your skincare routine. But I am still a little bit leery about that epidermal growth factor they included. But overall, there's much more to like about this product than not. So overall, this product got, let's see, a 9 out of 10, which is pretty good. So if they're a little bit more affordable, probably done a little bit better. But again, if you have any issues with possible or potential skin cancer or any history of it, don't pick this up. But if you don't, this is a good way to get some beneficial ingredients into your skincare and also some good hydration. So I really like this product. So I think I would definitely continue using it and repurchase it again. So I'm glad I tried it out, and I've got more Klairs products to review soon, so stay tuned for those as well. So anyway, I'm interested if you guys have had a chance to try this yet or not, and if you've tried it, how have you liked it? Or if you've tried anything else from the Klairs brand, what have you tried and how have you liked them? So leave a comment. I love hearing from you guys, and check out nobsbeauty.com and the Amazon link below. Thank you so much, guys.